Hey, what's up? My name is Kevin. Today I'm going to solve a Rubik's Cube. I'm going to solve it real quick for you, and then I'm going to, not real quick because I'm not really that fast, but I'm going to solve it for you, and then I'm going to teach you not how to solve it, but I'm going to show you a little bit what I'm looking for when I am solving a Rubik's Cube. I think that is the basic to understand how a cube is built, to understand how to solve it. But first, I'm gonna do a solve. It's not. I learned this about 6 months ago, so I'm by no means a speed cuber at all. I'm actually pretty slow. I think my record is just under 2 minutes, I think. So it's not like I'm really that good at it, but it's a fun thing to do, and I learned this because I've always wanted to do it. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, and the Rubik's Cube was something that everybody owned, and it's just something that is fun to know. Trust me, by no means learning or knowing how to do this is not going to get you a date, if that's what you're thinking. It certainly hasn't helped me at all, but but it's a fun thing to do, and the more I do it, the more the quicker I do it, and the more it gets in my fingers as much as my brain. When you've been doing this for a while, you know the solve is in your fingers, so you don't really know what you don't. How do I explain that? You don't really think about what you're doing. You're just doing it because your fingers have done it so many times before. So let's see. I have a little bit of a cold today, so I'm not. And I'm being extremely slow now. I know. I probably should have started this video again and try for a better one, but this is not a speed solve, so I'm not. I don't care if you think I'm slow. That's fine. And sometimes if you're solving, sometimes you have to be a little bit lucky with how everything lines up, and there we are. The cube is solved. My biggest problem sometimes, I feel, is scrambling it. I feel that I can never scramble this thing enough. I want to make sure that there are no two colors next to each other, and that's like almost impossible. I mean, you can go online and find ways to scramble it, which they're doing at competitions and stuff like that. But let me scramble it real quick, and then I'm going to show you what it is I'm looking for when I'm solving a Rubik's Cube. So I'm going to call this scramble right now. So what I want to do is I want to, when you understand how a Rubik's Cube is built, you have to understand. Well, what we do is we call these sections, these pieces right here in the middle, we call them sides. These we call corners, and these are centers. The yellow one there is a center. You have to understand that all of these pieces can be moved around in the cube, except for the centers. The centers are always going to be constant. There's a screw that goes right through, connecting the center to center and center to center and center to center. So the centers, this side will have to be red, this side will have to be green, this side will have to be orange, and this side will have to be blue, white, and yellow. That will never change. Cannot change those things. So understanding that is half the battle sometimes, because when you solve it, you want to make sure that you can understand what it is you're doing. So what I'm doing right now is I am solving. First I want to solve the white side. The center, I always solve the white side first. I don't know why. I think that's just how I learned it, and because my cube has the Rubik's logo right there, so it's natural for me to start with the white side. When solving a cube, you know that white is always opposite of yellow, so you know which way is which. So what I've done now is I made a cross right here. Not only that, but I have lined up the sides with the centers all the way around, so that just because this is white, you still need to have the right piece in the right place so that it'll line up with the center on the sides, because that's going to give you problems later on. So what I want to do now is I want to solve the corners right here, the white corners. Now you can see I already have a white one right here, but it's not the right white one because it doesn't line up with the rest of the cube, with the sides right here. So this was supposed to be orange and this is supposed to be green, but it's not. So that means this whole corner is not in the right place. So you have to consider the rest of the cube as well as the side that you're solving. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for these, like I always hold my white, the first side that I solve, I always hold it down. Some people hold it up, I hold it down. I like to solve the bottom layer first. I'm not only solving the bottom side, I'm solving also the entire layer around it. So right now I already solved this corner and this corner now, which lines up with the centers and the sides right here. So I'm looking to get my white squares up here in the, if I hold this down, I'm looking to get this up in one of the corners, because that way I can bring it down. So I want to line it up so I can get the green and the red, and if I do like this, I'll get it into the right spot. Let's see, I want to find the next one, which is not in the right place, so I have to bring it to the right place, which is the upper corner. I bring it around and bring it down and see, now this entire bottom layer is solved. And then what I'm looking for now is how to solve these sides. You can see this one is already blue, but it's not the right piece because this one is yellow and it's supposed to be orange. So what I'm looking for now is, because I know the top is going to be yellow, I know that the pieces that are coming into the sides right here will have no yellow in them. So I'm going to look for pieces that has no yellow in them in the top. And here's one right here, is blue and red. So I'm gonna bring this blue and red piece down here to match up with the blue and the red side. And there it is. Then we're gonna do a green and red one. And a lot of times when you do this, even if some of the pieces are in the right places but they're turned around or just by doing this, it pops the right pieces out. So there you go. So now I have the bottom two layers complete. What I want to do now is I want to solve the top. The top is going to be yellow. First, I'm making a line. Now, people do this different. Then I want to make a cross. Don't pay attention to the corners. I want to make a cross. And once I made the cross, I can, sometimes it gets a little bit stuck right here. But then I can solve the top. Now all that is left are the top layer on the side. So I want to make something that I call headlights, which you have right here. Two equal colors on the corner. Pull that away from me. And now I have headlights all the way around. So I'm going to do my little algorithm once again. And I'm going to make a solid side. So one of the sides is actually now solved. It's red. And that didn't solve it. And a lot of times you do get stuck on certain parts, and you have to, like I was when I was solving it for you just a minute ago. There you go. It's all good. So that is a little understanding of how the Rubik's Cube is built and what it is you're looking for when you're solving it. Now everybody's going to solve this in different ways, but this is how I solve it. So anyway, check out YouTube for other Rubik's Cube videos, and there might be also some that are teaching you how to solve it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.